You can't write? Send a color picture. Send entries to Sesame Street Contest, KDOC TV, P.O. Box 56, Anaheim 92803. Winning entry based on originality will be selected May 24th and announced on KDOC's Newswatch May 25th.
Hi, Wally George. Stay tuned. I'm coming up next between 11 and 12 midnight with Hot Seat. Lots of explosive action. Stay right where you are. I'll see you in a few minutes.
Are you ready to get on the hot seat with Wally George? Hang on for the wildest, most controversial talk show on television, featuring enthusiastic participation from our live studio audience and interviews with provocative newsmaker guests. And now, here he is, that hard-hitting, award-winning, conservative voice of television, Wally George!
Yes, good evening, good evening. How are you? Welcome all across this great country. This is it. Hey, no studio audience, right? Nope, just me and you. Another fantastic, outrageous hot seat special. We get a lot of mail about these hot seat specials, and this is another one by popular demand. We have some of the most outrageous, ludicrous, the most exciting, and, well, the most amazing moments from the past 6 years of Hot Seat. Call all your friends and tell them to tune on. We've got a wild special for you for the next hour, this Hot Seat special. On tonight's show, you're going to meet that ludicrous publisher of, I hate to say it, Screw Magazine, from New York, Al Goldstein. He is really the lowest of the low, in my opinion. Then we're going to have former KKK Grand Dragon racist Tom Metzger going head-to-head, toe-to-toe with black activist John Wright. That is a sizzler. Then we have, well, you're going to enjoy this, guys. We're going to be tackling the Tropicana female mud wrestlers right here in our studio. Then I'm going to show you how I was the first talk show host to appear on television with a broken nose. Not Geraldo, Wally. I was first. You'll see that. And then, representing Glow, those glamorous ladies of wrestling, the amazing Queen Kong will visit us. And last but certainly not least, Edie Williams, who is also known as Lady Lust. Are you ready? All right, let's start things going right now. Here he is from New York. He came out here to be on our Hot Seat show about a year and a half ago. He is scum, in my opinion. His name is Al Goldstein. Watch. He is probably the most sickening, degrading scum pervert I've ever met. And that is being kind to this guy. He is the publisher of one of the most degrading publications I've ever seen that's sold all over the country. It's called, and I hate to even say this, it's called Screw Magazine. Now, hold on. Hey, let's show this guy what we think of this pervert, Al Goldstein. You hear that? They know what you are. My audience knows, the world knows, Goldstein, you are a scum and a pervert, right?
Good.
So how do you answer
Okay,
that?
bring the camera in. Okay, now, Wally, okay, this is important you listen to. If this was a normal man with a normal the small one he had, this
Hold on. Goldstein. Hey, hold on. Hold on. Hey, I have news for the world. Goldstein doesn't have a Don't try to top the master.
Wally, you are an inadequate, and I know the way you make love. You are bad at it. You're a sex-hating imbecile. So no wonder you don't like what's his name.
Hey.
You are a demented, tyrannical
hold on.
liar. Don't tell me to hold on. You use this hand for one thing.
I'm warning you.
You don't know a thing.
Hold on.
You don't know it. No.
I'm warning. Hold on a minute.
You have as much class as your audience. Zero. Feed these people to the lions.
Hey, hold on. not only has he no no brain.
How many of you guys, wait, you guys out there, how many of you guys last night?
Get out.
Let's have it out. I see the hairy palms. Yes, it's true.
Hold on. Your magazine, which your filthy crew sent me a whole box of your screw magazine.
So you read it till you get it
Hold on.
right, Wally.
I read it.
So you get it. Have someone read it to you, Wally.
I looked through your magazine and I threw up.
Of
What do you
course,
think about
Wally.
that?
Of course, Wally. You would. It's straight sex, something you know nothing about.
Hey, you know, in your biography.
Who read it to you, Wally? Who read it to you? Come on, Wally. Who told you? It's in English.
Hold on. In your filthy biography, you said, you know, in his biography, you know, some little secretary of his wrote this to me and said, Al Goldstein really is a family man. Oh, God.
Well, Wally.
And he, hold on, and he brings his wife and his little, he brings his little boy into the studio here and his wife.
To see madness at work.
And hold
to
on.
see an insane psychotic earning money on television. I want my son to see what America's like.
Hey.
You're a sociopath.
If he was indeed a family man, he wouldn't be publishing this garbage, would he?
Wally, let's talk family. Let's talk about your daughter, Rebecca.
No, don't get
No, Wally. Okay,
Don't.
Wally. Okay, Wally.
I'm warning you.
Wally, okay. Wally. See, he can dish it out, but he can't take it.
Hey, don't try to
This is
compare
a man-
my.
This is a man who can't take it.
Don't try to compare my daughter to your filthy scum.
Let's talk
Right?
what's wrong. What's wrong with pornography, Wally? With heterosexual people doing it with pride, because you do it badly. Don't be self-contemptuous.
You know what?
You do it with the lights out. I can't believe your wife would do it with you in daylight. She has to take the lights out.
Hey, I can't believe.
We all
Hey, hold
I've
on.
seen the
Hold
Polaroids.
on. I can't believe any human being would have sex with him. Do you?
Wally.
Hey, the only way this idiot could have sex is to resort to bestiality.
If I had sex with you, Wally, it is bestiality.
Hey, Al, you want to get a real shock? Take a good look in the mirror at that ugly face of yours.
Wally, I'm young, I'm virile, I'm beautiful, I'm functional. You are a
functional.
non-sexual human being. You had to get a young wife who doesn't know better, Wally. So she thinks that's the way that you
hold on.
minuscule
You
parts.
could not get a decent woman if you tried,
Wally,
could you?
cut it out, Wally. Wally, you could not get a woman with $100 in your pocket.
I only feel sorry for your poor little son who has to grow up knowing that his father was the garbage merchant of America.
Wally, I save America from sex-hating, pro-censorship, authoritarian morons like yourself.
Hey, you are taking the First Amendment, you are taking freedom of speech, you are taking freedom of the press, and you are abusing it. I'll tell you, the Constitution, the First Amendment, never meant to protect perverts like him. Did they?
Wally George, you're like Ronald Reagan's was that inarticulate. That's right. You are a loser.
We have laws to protect us from the kind of obscene material that you put out here. And I'll tell you, Goldstein, as long as I have a breath in these lungs of mine, as long as I have a television camera, as long as I have an audience all across America, I will not rest until you are not only out of business, but in the slammer.
Wally, you know, Wally George, listen, I live in New York, so Okay, we have the real original stuff. We have Morton Downey. We have Morton Downey,
Morton
a
Downey.
real liberal.
Sure, he probably
Yes.
goes along with you, right?
Yes, he does. He's a
Oh,
real television
boy.
person. We don't have this kind of derivative imitation junk you
Morton
do.
Downey.
These are young kids. They don't know better. You are drivel.
Oh.
You are Joe Pine. Why?
You are. They know. They know. No.
Look at them.
These, you see, hey, hold it. Back in New York, you and your friend Downey may enjoy this kind of bull crap, but I'll tell you what I think of it. Here's your Screw magazine. There it is.
I want to give you an image, Wally. Think back to the days of Mein Kampf in Nazi Germany, a period of time you would be happy. You would burn books, Wally. You are afraid of ideas that do not go consistent with your anti-sex point of view. You believe
I am
masturbation.
against anti-filth.
Have you ever Wally
Oh,
George?
well, you-
Do you think it's self-abuse?
Hey,
Have you
hey.
ever Wally George?
Hey, can you imagine how sickening he is?
I wonder.
Sickening.
I wonder, Wally.
Obviously, this is the only way he can find gratification.
Wally, do you think Playboy
Hey, I'm
is
sure
obscene?
that he is a master of that, isn't he? Huh?
Ask Wally George. Ask Wally. Show them the palms.
Hey,
Show
right
them
after
your
this.
hairy
Hey,
palms.
hey, Goldstein. Hey, right after the show, you're probably going to go in my closet for a few hours, right?
Well, right. And I want to look at the dresses you're wearing, Wally. You probably wear panties at home, Wally. You wear dresses.
Hey,
you're probably a
do you know what?
cross-dresser.
We should go back to the days of in the 50s.
The Inquisition for you, Wally. That's what you want.
No. What I want
You
is a
book
clean.
burner Nazi.
Oh!
Book burning Nazi.
I'm warning you. I'm warning you. One more time, and I'm going your ass out. I'm warning you.
Freedom is not your
Stupid little boy. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. Hold on.
You know,
Hold on. There were a few years ago, a very short time ago, Al Goldstein, there was a time when Screw Magazine could not legally be sold on the newsstand. You know that? We did have censorship in this
Are
country.
you proud of censorship, Wally?
Hey,
Would you ban Ulysses and D.H. Lawrence? Is that the world you want?
I would ban your kind of garbage from America. Hey, let me give you a little example. In Screw Magazine, he carries ads for transvestites who offer sexual services. Oh, God. No. There's another. Hey, I saw another ad in Screw Magazine where it said sex parlors, beautiful girls medically inspected.
What?
Oh, God.
Wally, have you been medically inspected?
Hold on.
Have you been medically
Hey,
inspected?
if you...
are unfit for Wally George.
Hold on. If anybody ever did a medical examination of you, you'd be immediately hospitalized. I'll be right back. Okay, there he is. Can you imagine that kind of a raunchy, filthy scum? And you should see, no, you should not see, his horrifying publication. I want to see Al Goldstein out of business once and for all. Stay where you are now, because coming up in just a moment, we're really going to get hot here. We got racist, former Ku Klux Klan leader Tom Metzger going head-to-head with black activist John Wright. Don't miss this. Coming up next. Stay where you are. You know I will only accept the best, and I've chosen Dynamic Protection Services for all of my security needs. Bill Bancroft, the owner of Dynamic, hires only the best as well, and he pays top wages. If you are the best of the best, and you want to be paid and treated as a real professional, jobs are now available. Call for an interview. Dynamic Protection Services, area code 714-633-1952. Call right now. Jobs are available.
Rock and roll. Fast. Fun. Furious. The pulse. It's everything about life that has anything to do with being young, crazy, loud. Fun.
You're like KNAC. We rock harder and better.
Hi, Wally George. By your request, we're moving the Hot Seat Hotline again to a new time. We're moving it up to 4 p.m. starting Monday, May 29th, so you can all get home in time to watch Wally. Spread the word. Tell your friends. Starting Monday, May 29th, the hotline moves to 4 p.m. every day, Monday through Friday. I do a commentary every day, and I take your phone calls. You can call me on all the issues. Monday, May 29th, new time, 4 p.m. Thank you. And we're back. Wally George here with our Hot Seat Special. Stay where you are. Lots more rip-roaring stuff coming up. You people here in Southern California, I want to remind you, every day we do the Hot Seat Hotline at 3:30, Monday through Friday. I do a commentary, take your phone calls. Remember now, mark your calendar, starting Monday, May 29th. We're going to be moving the Hotline show. Monday through Friday, we'll be on at 4 o'clock by your request, so you can get home in time to watch Wally. We take phone calls, I do a commentary and so forth. So remember, starting May 29th, the hotline at 4 o'clock. Okay, moving up a half an hour. Now, here's something you really want to pay attention to. This doesn't often happen on television. Former KKK Grand Dragon, racist Tom Metzger, really a racist, going head-to-head with black activist John Wright. Watch the sparks fly. Here it is. Okay, hold it. All right, now it's time to introduce our guests of the night. First of all, I would like to present a man, and I use the term loosely. He's been on this program before, and you know how I feel about him and his causes. But he's on now because he has some really ludicrous things that he's trying to do, and he's going to be debating John Wright here. But first of all, I want you to greet in our own inimitable way the former Grand Dragon of the Ku Klux Klan, Tom Metzger. I guess he must have left his drip-dry sheets at home tonight. And I've had my arguments with this next man on several issues, but this time I'm his ally. I want you to meet John Wright right here. Hi, John.
All right. How you doing? Brazil.
All right, now, hold on, everybody. Now, Metzger, you were the former Grand Dragon of the Ku Klux Klan, and I wonder, John, what is your impression of such hate-filled organizations as the KKK?
Well, my feelings on the KKK dates back to the time when I was a kid growing up in Texarkana, Texas. They had KKK down there, and I found out that they were a bunch of cowards because they hide behind sheets.
Yeah!
They don't have a lot of courage because they won't come one-on-one. They're meek, they're mild, just like a bunch of sheep. You get them all, you get them You get them banded together, and they're like a bunch of wild dogs.
All right, now.
In Missouri, in Pulaski, Tennessee, about a month ago, there was a celebration of the history of the KKK there. It was formed in Pulaski, Tennessee. And this phony politician mayor stood up and said, well, we can't have this here in this town. It's a blot on Pulaski, Tennessee, and we should have nothing to do with it. But 3,000 people turned out to celebrate the history of the KKK.
3,000 sickos like him. Let me ask you, Metzger.
Good white working people.
Oh, you were the
good white working people.
You were
not like you, a plutocrat.
Oh, come on. Let me ask you.
And his Orange County middle classers.
Let me ask you, Metzger. I think John brought up a very good question. Why are you Klansmen, and you were a Klansman, why are all the members of the KKK such cowards? Why do you hide behind white sheets?
Well, I never, as long as I was a leader of the KKK, I never hid behind any sheet. In fact,
No, of course not. Of course not. He hid behind his wife, probably, huh?
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
In Orchard, California, 40 of my men stood against 500 Marxists, and we beat them to...
Yeah. Hey,
but I tell you what, I can't understand this.
And where were the blacks? They weren't there.
I tell you what, if you want to find out what the blacks are, why don't you get 500 of your best guys, put your little sheets on, and start from Central Avenue on 103rd Street, and I'll pay every one of them $100 to make it to Alameda.
Well,
Hey, Tom, hold on.
You see, the thing...
the KKK...
See, I don't know at this point whether you're an Oriole or a real black man. Are you an Oriole?
Hold it. Now, he wants to know if I'm an Oreo. The thing I asked you, you are probably a descendant from somebody down south. 30% of the people from down south got black blood in them. Are you black? That don't mean nothing. What is your race?
I was born right outside Chicago. What are you talking about?
That's all right.
Hey, John, hold on a minute. Hey, he asked you if he's an Oreo. Hey, this guy's a chocolate chip full of nuts.
What I'm trying to ascertain is whether you're a black man for black people or one of these people that are associating with this upper middle class race trader whites here in Orange County that would sell out blacks and whites to make money. Like Wally's people.
All right, I'll tell you what I am.
I'm surprised that you got into this town. I'm surprised tonight that they let you in.
Hey, I'm surprised. Hold on, John.
They don't like white working people or blacks either one.
Hey, I'll tell you what I am. I am first of all, I am an American.
First of all, you should be black.
No. First
of all, you should be black.
That's what's wrong with your mind today.
And
You
first
think
of all,
that first of all you're white.
That's right.
You're not white. You are supposed to be an American.
What is American?
Yeah.
You're born within the confines of a continuous 48 states.
You call
and Hawaii and Alaska. That's what an American is.
You call this invasion and the gookizing of Orange County America?
Hey, hold on.
Hey.
John, hold on. Let me say something. How dare you challenge him? Of course, he's American first, and then he's black.
What does that mean? Explain, what does that mean anymore? Look, now I have no problem sitting down with Louis Farrakhan and talking straight talk.
Sure, because he hates Jews like you do.
Do the Jews have to come into every conversation on this show?
All right, now let me ask you something.
Louis Farrakhan is a black man for black people, and I respect that.
Yeah,
Oh, come now. Hey, wait a minute. Where were your forefathers that taught you this mess? Where were they at when they come importing blacks into America for slaves?
Well, my forefathers were working class people that were having a hell of a lot worse time than the slaves.
No, they weren't. That's bull. I don't even want to hear that. That's not even close to being
Haven't you
accurate.
ever heard of indentured servants that were brought here by the thousands, white people that lived like dogs? They died in a gutter, the white Irish in the South.
They did not.
A slave cost a lot of money. They protect a slave.
An indentured servant.
They wouldn't go out and kill a black man who's worth $1,000, but a white man who came over on the ship as indentured servant, who cared about him?
Hey, you was worth $1,000. He paid your passage. He paid your passage over here as an indentured servant.
Look,
are you trying to tell me
white workers in the factories of the North were just as much slaves as the blacks in the South?
Metzger, Metzger, I'll bet you were in favor of slavery, and if he had his way, he'd still have slavery in this country.
Absolutely not.
The only difference between them now, the only difference that he has, the only difference he has now is that blacks wouldn't take that slavery jack no more. He would have to try to, he would probably try to enslave the Orientals now.
What you don't understand is...
Hold on, we'll come back in a minute and you can finish that.
Okay.
But we'll come back after this break. But I want to tell you this. I just wish Tom Metzger I wish we could go back in time and have Metzger trade places with one of those black slaves for about a year. I'll be right back. What a shame. There he is. You can see what a racist monster he is, Tom Metzger. What a terrible shame. His son, John Metzger, young teenage kid, is now also a racist. So John Metzger, taught by his father the hatred that Metzger's had all of his life, a chip off the old block. Now Tom Metzger has his son John leading a skinhead racist movement. What a horrifying thing. Racists like Tom Metzger, in my opinion, should be kicked out of this great country. This is for every color, every creed, every race. This is a melting pot for everybody. And people like Tom Metzger, if they don't want to go along with that, let them get out of here. And we'll take a little break and come right back and have a change of pace here. We're going to greet the Tropicana Mud Wrestlers. Stay there.
Do you think
4 beautiful albums.
I would give at this moment? Tonight's the night.
40 of the hits you love.
Listen to the music, listen to the music on the way. On my own. I wish that we could do it all again. Somewhere out there, I want a man with a slow hand.
40 hits.
Oh, yeah.
James Taylor, Kenny Rogers, Hall & Oates,
I love you more than
Jefferson
I can
Starship.
say. We can build this thing together, standing strong forever. Lean on me.
Love Songs. 40 of the greatest soft rock hits ever recorded.
Take a look at me now.
Love Songs is not sold in any store.
There's just an empty space. Baby, come back.
Stay tuned to order now.
Card to save COD charges.
And we're back. Wally George here with this hot seat special on this Saturday night. Next week, of course, we'll be back with our live studio audience. Another raunchy bunch of liberal freakos will be greeting me on the hot seat. Every Saturday night, 11 to 12. By the way, next Saturday, we have a special kind of celebration. It'll be our 300th broadcast. 300 weeks of hot seat. Number 300 next Saturday night. And I hope Howard Rosenberg of the LA Times is watching. When he reviewed my show 6 years ago, he said Wally George and Hot Seat will not last 13 weeks. Well, Rosenberg, we have lasted 300 weeks. I want a retraction. Okay, now, ludicrous is the word for these female freakos. From the Tropicana in Hollywood, we have a bunch of female mud wrestlers, and here they are. Hold on, everybody. Hold it. Sit down. Hold it in the audience. This
They got so
young
excited.
lady. This young lady.
Her name is Boom Boom.
Hey, sitting next to David is Boom Boom. Boom Boom. Boom Boom. Hey, hold on. There's no jiggling on hot seat. You hear that? No.
No, it's one of my wrestling moves.
Oh, sure.
It's an upper. I knock them out.
Hold it. Hold it. I say female mud wrestling at the Tropicana is degrading.
Wait a minute. Wally, how can you say that? You are our #1 customer there.
I would never go to a scum pit like that, would I?
You were there last week.
Don't try to brainwash the people out here. Now,
I was there last week.
That's where he found you, huh?
do you really think I'd go to a place like that? Hold on. Let me ask you, why in the world do you? By the way, who are your girls? What's your girls' names here?
Okay, let's introduce. This is Ashley right here. And this is our lightweight. This is Candy. And this is Maria here, and she's a middleweight. And I Boo Boo.
Hey, hold on.
I'm a heavyweight.
own the bimbo right here.
Hey, wait a minute. You're just jealous. Wait a minute. Can I get rid of my gum here?
Oh. Hey, goes to show you. Hey, goes to show you how much class these bimbos have, huh?
Oh, wait a minute. We have a point here.
Hold it.
It's been heard that your daughter has starred in a couple of movies.
Never mind my daughter. Never mind. Hold on.
If you think that we're cheap, wait a minute.
Don't. Hold on.
How dare you say that the
My daughter would never wrestle in a mud pit, would she? Now, why would you do, hold on, why would you girls do such a thing? Why do you want to do something that's so unfeminine?
Men like you sweat out.
Why do you do
Because
that?
we're women. We are women of the 80s.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I say it is degrading and disgusting, the kind of things that they do at the Tropicana. And if you don't believe it, I'm going to show you a sample of the disgusting stuff. Roll that tape, Kevin. Oh, terrible. That's disgusting. That's enough of that. Hey,
Wait a minute, Wally.
I've seen enough of that. I've seen all I want to see.
Wait a minute. Wally,
Hold it.
you haven't seen anything yet.
What? Truly ludicrous. Can you believe it? These girls earn a living doing that kind of horrifying stuff? Can you believe it? Boy! Tropicana mud wrestling. What girls, what decent girls would do that for a living? Think about it. Okay, enough of that nonsense. We're going to come back in a moment. And you know, we have always been first with everything. We were the first controversial talk show on the air 6 years ago, the first voice of combat, of controversy. And I was also the first talk show host to appear on television during my show with a broken nose. Geraldo made a big thing about it. He was the only talk show host who ever went on the air with a broken nose. Well, I did it first 3 years ago, and we'll find out how I looked in a few moments. Stay where you are. Hi, Wally George. If you're thinking about buying a new car, only one place to go, Galpin Ford in Sepulveda. Come on down there. They are #1, and there's a reason. I say they're the best. I've been driving Galpin Fords for years. I have a brand new Ford T-Bird right now. It's terrific. Come on down and see the '89 Fords at Galpin Ford. Tell Bert Bachman Wally George sent you. 15505 Roscoe Boulevard in the sunny city of Sepulveda. Galpin Ford, I thank you very much. Hurry on down.
It's the HBO Video Comedy Club, now on video cassette from Time Life. Get your first cassette for only $14.99, featuring 6 of today's greatest comedians: Billy Crystal, Robert Klein, Richard Lewis, Martin Mull, Paul Rodriguez, and Robin Williams. The Los Angeles Times hails it as a great party.
I'd like to thank the technical crew for the correct height estimation on the microphone. I just want to meet a woman for something special.
My sister is dating an Iranian like there's a shortage of Mexicans in Los Angeles.
I wrote a thing about Yul Brynner doing the Babe Ruth story. He would have been a great Babe Ruth. Say, babe, can I hit a homer today? Yes, I am.
Word is here on this very stage that many a confused and struggling young person has stepped right into show business.
You know, I feel I'm doing a talent show at a mental institution right here.
Each month, you'll receive another video cassette bringing you a full hour of hilarious, uncensored comedy for only $19.99. But start your collection with an all-star toast to the improv for only $14.99. Here's how to order.
I don't even know where I am.
To order your Comedy Club video cassette, call 1-800-322-3400. That's 1-800-322-3400. Or send just $14.99 plus $3.23 shipping and handling to Comedy Club Video, P.O. Box TV 56, Anaheim, California, 92803.
We're back, and we continue with this hot seat special on this Saturday night. Lots more action to come. Don't go away now. Call your friends and have them tune on because we got lots more coming up. Okay, right now I want to remind you that we do love to hear from you. Write to me. I read every single letter I get. Some of the mail I read during the mailbag segment of our normal hot seat shows, so write to me. And also, if you'd like to maybe come down and challenge me and debate me on the hot seat sometime, let me know if you're over 18, and maybe I'll invite you to come down and debate me on the hot seat some Saturday night. If you got some kind of thing you want to challenge me on, let me know. Also, if you want a free autograph picture, I'll be glad to mail one out to you, personally autographed to you. And don't forget, our magazine, the new issue of my magazine, Victory Magazine. Janice, of course, is my associate editor, and it's a hard-hitting 32-page, conservatively oriented magazine. Pat Boone on the cover of our new edition. If you'd like to receive this, hey, we'll send it to you for a whole year. It's a quarterly magazine. Just send $10 to cover postage and handling to this address, and we'll mail it to you for a whole year. Victory Magazine. It's my magazine, and we're very proud of it. Wally George, P.O. Box 56 TV, Anaheim, California, 92803. Wally George, P.O. Box 56 TV, Anaheim, 92803. Now, every Wednesday evening, about 6 o'clock, we videotape my show for Saturday night. If you'd like to come down here and be a member of my studio audience, the tickets, of course, are free. But, so just call the numbers on your screen any day, Monday through Friday, between 9 o'clock in the morning and 5:30 p.m. Leave your name and your telephone number with the operator. Tell the operator how many tickets you want. We'll be calling you, and we'll be inviting you to come down for a taping of Hot Seat very, very soon, okay? So remember, call any day, Monday through Friday, during business hours between 9 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. for your free tickets to reserve them. In the 213 area code, call 464-6111, 464-6111. The 714 area code, it's 999-5000, 999-5000. Okay, terrific. Looking forward to meeting you here in person for a future taping of Hot Seat. Now, as you know, Geraldo Rivera made a big deal some time ago over the fact that he was the first talk show host to ever appear with a broken nose on the air. Baloney! I broke my nose over 3 years ago, which you will plainly see in this next segment with attorney Randolph Hammock, who debates me on censorship. Watch. Now, I understand, Randolph. Hey, anybody with the name of Randolph would probably be against censorship. Now, Randolph, I understand that you have your own legal profession here in Orange County.
That is correct.
Randolph Hammock and Company. Now, as an attorney, how can you possibly, and I would suppose you would be a good American, how can you possibly be against, don't laugh, look at him giggling over there. Hold it. Now, this is a serious subject.
That's true.
We used to have, in this country, the Hayes office. And the Hayes office used to look at television and motion picture films and so forth, and anything that was sick and degrading, they would not let it be released into this country. But then, all of a sudden, the government said, maybe the people in the entertainment industry are grown up enough to police themselves. Maybe they have decency and integrity, and they let them censor themselves. Obviously, that was a bad mistake, right? Because Randolph, what has happened is, by letting the industry censor themselves, they've gotten worse and worse and worse, and now what we're seeing is blatant, filthy sexuality. We're seeing violence, blood, and gore, and I say we've got to go back to censorship. How do you answer that?
Well, Wally, let me just first say, we did have the Hayes administration, but we also had the Middle Ages, too. So, I just want, just as, as an opening...
Wait, hold on. He just said a real cute remark. I don't want you to miss that. He said, we did have the Hayes office, but we also had the Middle Ages. He not only is a lawyer, he's a comedian. Let him talk. Hold it down. Yes.
First of all, Wally, I just want to say that I'm surprised. I'm surprised and shocked, not only as a member of the local bar, but as an American, that your stand in this issue is not only it's against everything that America stands for. First and foremost, it's against freedom and liberty. It supports organized crime, and thirdly, it undermines law enforcement. Now, let's look at the freedom and liberty issue. First of all, there's no doubt about it, America is the greatest country on the earth. It's the greatest country in the earth. And that's for one reason and one reason only, and that's the Constitution. But the Constitution means something here in America. It means something. Now, you look at the Soviet Union. They have a Constitution, and it's a very liberal Constitution on paper. But that's all it is. It's just a piece of paper.
Hey, wait
it doesn't
a minute.
mean anything.
You're not doing a dialogue here. Now, I'm asking you why you are...
Because you are coming out against freedom, you're supporting organized crime, and thirdly, you are undermining law enforcement. Let's just look at the law enforcement.
No, you look for a minute. You look for a minute. Big mouth. Just shut up a minute.
Okay. I'm shocked. I really am.
Hey, you're not in the courtroom. You're in my room now. Hey, Mr. Attorney, I'm the judge. I'll tell you when to talk. Okay, I'm the boss around here. Anyway, there was Randolph, attorney at law, Randolph Hammock, Orange County attorney, trying to argue with the master on censorship. Boy, that nose, I never realized how bad that was. Ooh, I can still feel it. But remember, Geraldo, I was the first. All right. Take a little break, and we're going to come right back, and you are going to meet probably the bimbo of all bimbos, the queen of the bimbos. You see her every year at the Academy Award. Her name is Edie Williams, also known as Lady Lust. Next.
Where in today's world can you be safe? Are you safe at night? Can you be safe in your neighborhood? Are your children safe? Are you even safe at home? This year, over half the people of the United States will fall victim to crime, and the fact is most crimes are committed because the opportunity presents itself. So to keep ourselves and our loved ones from becoming victims, we have to learn how to be prepared. This book will tell you how. Safe at Last is a one-of-a-kind definitive manual for home and personal security. Written by family security expert David Scheid, Safe at Last includes new information for home security, safety for children and women, and reveals little-known secrets on how to evade dangerous situations without harm. Safe at Last has been used as a textbook in college, victims recovery, and police training programs, and it's endorsed by the Coalition on Victims' Equal Rights. In addition, you will also receive this confidence-building audio cassette by author David Scheid. And if you order now, we'll send you this exclusive keychain that can double as a weapon for self-defense, plus this poster detailing vulnerable areas of the body. Here's how to order.
To order the complete Safe at Last package on your Visa or MasterCard, just call toll-free 1-800-423-4400 or send $29.95 plus $3 postage and handling to Safe at Last, P.O. Box 48806, Los Angeles, California. Protect yourself and your family with Safe at Last. That's 1-800-423-4400.
Get ready for a preview of the ultimate machine. Sleek, sexy, high performance. Definitely worth a second look. Life expectancy, 75 plus, with proper maintenance. Put yourself in the driver's seat and get a grip on the best fitness equipment money can buy for a lot less money at Lopez Gym Equipment, Anaheim, Carson, Downey, for the shape of things to come.
And we're back. Wally George here with the Hot Seat Show, our Hot Seat special on this sizzling Saturday night. We'll sizzle with Lady Lust in a moment. But I want to remind you to join me every Monday night on the radio. Our third year on KLAC, 570 on the AM dial. The Wally George Great American Radio Show. We're on every Monday night for a Monday night special for 3 hours from 7 until 10. You can call me on the phone for 3 hours, and we have guests and all that kind of stuff. So join me for the most outrageous, the most exciting talk show on radio. This Monday night, every Monday night, 7 to 10 p.m. on KLAC, 570 on the AM dial. I'll look for you this Monday night, and you can call me on the phone. Okay. Now, this female always shows up half naked at the Academy Awards. I'm sure you've seen her. She's been going down there for years and years. She's been in all kinds of soft porn movies and things. She made an appearance on our show a few years ago. She's known, her name is Edie Williams, and of course she's known as Lady Lust. Watch. Before we introduce our guest, Hoshi, would you get a picture of Edie's sign? This is the sign for her movie called Lady Lust. Meet in person, Lady Lust. I can't believe it. David, do you want to introduce her?
Well, first let me tell you, Wally, that if you throw this girl off the stage tonight, don't call the guards, I'll handle it. Let me introduce an actress and the star of Lady Lust, Edie Williams.
First of all, Edie.
Yes.
Knowing this is a conservative program, how in the world could you come on my show dressed the way you are? How can you do
because
that?
I'm a woman, Wally, and a woman should show off her best assets.
Listen, a woman shouldn't show off that much of her assets.
Well, I happen to be sitting on one of my best assets right now. Well, why? What I want to know is...
We will not have that kind of dialogue on this program.
Why is this the hot seat? Because I don't know. I'm sitting here and I feel it. It just sort of sizzles.
You started out, Edie, in this business.
Yes.
You started out in this business as a fairly legitimate actress.
Yes.
Why in the world have you now fallen to doing X-rated porno movies? Why have you done this to yourself?
I don't have to defend my position. I'm a performer. I'm an actress. I'm a dancer, and you have
You're also the star of a porno film. Why have you? I'm asking you, why have you degraded yourself to star in a ridiculous, filthy picture like Lady Lust?
Because it's a good picture. It's playing at the Pussycat Theaters in San Diego.
Oh, hey, gang. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. How great is playing at the Pussycat Theater? It must have been terrific. You know what? That was in our first year 6 years ago when we did that with Edie Williams' Lady Lust. We'll come back for a final wrap-up. Stay where you are. I'll be right back. Thank you.
Pirate Radio is on 100.3 FM.
Vans, 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 just for you at Dodge Central in Anaheim. And now, an incredible deal. $2,000 factory cashback or 0% financing.
Here's a deal of the century. A 1989 Dodge van conversion, V8 automatic, air conditioning, power windows, power door locks, captain's chair, sofa bed, and many, many more options for only $225 a month.
Dodge Central, tremendous deals at Dodge Central, Anaheim and Ball, just east of Disneyland. Your van headquarters, Dodge Central.
Pirate Radio. Pirate Radio. Pirate Radio. 100.3 FM.
Finding something at a home improvement warehouse can be a real adventure.
I think I found the wood screws, honey. National Lumber, check it out.
But at National Lumber, it's easy to find 23,000 items with down-to-earth prices.
Get the yard in shape with the Toro electric string trimmer model 910 with 8-inch cut is only $19.97, and the Toro model 1010 with 10-inch cut $29.97.
So get a lift over to
National Lumber, check it out.
Pirate Radio is on 100.3 FM. Sports come alive.
Look out when the gorgeous ladies of wrestling get together.
Her grip, the vixen struggles. Sally sets and takes her over into the Palmer's Roll, pounding the musical Minnesota.
That's Life on Glow tonight at midnight.
Okay, well, I think that you've seen a pretty good sampling of the kind of things we've been doing for the past 6 years here on the Hot Seat Show. The original voice of controversy. We have a little bit of everything. Wild people from all walks of life. And they said it wouldn't last. I want to thank you out there who watch me every week here for keeping this show alive and keeping it going and strong. Thanks to you, we have our magazine out now. Thanks to you, we'll soon be having the Wally George Great American Restaurant here in Orange County. Lots more of
Another cassette with at least 2 lost episodes for just $19.99. But the first VHS cassette can